All right, guys, I am going to do one of your homework problems with you tonight just because it's a little bit strange and I want to make sure we go through one together. So if we look at box A over here, we have our quadratic that we want to solve in standard form. And so the way we talked about doing that in class today is by using our quadratic formula. And so for this first part, we can just identify A, B, and C. So if I click on the box, I want to type in what the A value is, which is on x squared, so 7. And then the B value, which is on x, so -3. And then the C value, which is all by itself, so -8. I can also fill in the quadratic formula with those numbers. So like comparing it to the formula in this spot here, I need to put B, so -3. In this spot here, being squared is also B, so -3. A is 7, and C is -8. And then at the bottom we have A again, which was 7. Now when I go to the third box, I can simplify the two things outside the root kind of just like in my head. Like looking at this first part here, -3, that's just 3. And then the thing on the bottom, the denominator, is just 2 times 7, so 14. But to get one single number under the root, I kind of need to go do some side math. So that's what I'm going to do over here. And underneath the root, what I have is -3 squared minus 4 times 7 times -8. Okay, so what we talked about in class today was we need to square this first. Any number squared is always positive, so +9. Then we need to go multiply all these numbers over here. And I like to multiply in 2 steps. I first think, is it positive or negative? And so I have one negative here, one negative there, making it overall positive. So plus, and then I multiply the numbers. And we have 3 numbers here that we're going to multiply. So 4 times 7, and then times 8, which that's going to be 4, because 64. Oh boy, 16 plus 6 is, oh my gosh, I don't want to mess this up. 28 times 8, let's just write it out. 16, 224. There we go. And then if I add them together, I get 233. There she is. So that's what's going in that last box. Now the thing is though, next what I tried to do is take the square root of 233, which I cannot do. Like the best I can get is 15 times 15, which is 225. But when I go to 16, that's too much. So I do have to use my calculator here to take the square root of this. And I know we were being lazy in class and not taking the square root sometimes, because sometimes I prefer to not have a decimal, but sometimes we want a decimal. So we got to know how to do both. So I type in the 233, and if we're on the iPhone, there is a square root button with the little 2. And so I hit that, and it takes the square root for me. So 15.264. And this one here says that we want to round to the nearest thousandth. So that's 3 places past. Oh, farts. So then I look at the 4th number and I don't round up. So I keep it. So this is 15.264. Now that is being added and subtracted with the 3 and then being divided by 14. So if we finish this problem out now to have 2 approximate answers, we have 3 plus the 15.264 divided by 14, which is just 18.264, because like we can just add the 3 and 15 divided by 14. I'm going to grab my calculator for that in a second. And then over here we have to do the 3 minus 15.264 divided by 14. And 3 minus that is really just 12, but it's negative because the 15 is larger. So negative 12.264. And you can, I mean, like the decimals freak me out too. So like if you want to do those on your calculator too, like if I just want to type in 3 minus 15.264, we can do that. Then I need to divide both of those numbers by 14. So we'll start with that one first, divided by 14. So negative 0.876. And then for the other one, we got 18.264, divided by 14. And again, I want to round to the nearest thousandth, so 1.30, but then I have to look and round up, so 5. So that will be our final two answers. It does not matter the order that you write them in here. Either order is fine. You can put the 0 in front of the decimal or not. I usually, dyslexia. Don't put a 0 if I don't need it. Anyways, guys, I hope that helps. You got 5 more to try on your own. One of them does work out really nicely, but most of them are nasty decimals. And I can tell because of the little approximate. This one is not. You'll be able to get a good answer here. Approximate, approximate, and approximate. All right, good luck. I'll see you guys tomorrow.